Hi, I'm Dave. This is the Cyderbaby Pod, and today I'm speaking to the band that is This House We Built. Hello.
Woo! All right. Let's
yeah, they're going for it today, I tell you. Right, I've got to say, where did you get the title from of the band?
Oh well,
our drummer's fault, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
He's building a house.
One of them wanted trying to choose a band name. We found is a complete nightmare anyway.
Yeah,
and trying to get everyone to agree on one thing was just like not going to happen really. So our drummer, Oz, I think he come up with it, didn't he? Just turned around one rehearsal and just turned around and said, "What about this house we built?" And we're like, "Yeah, kind of makes sense, really."
We looked everywhere, didn't we?
We're trying to build a family. We're trying to build an album. We're trying to build a whole production, a whole thing. So that was that was it, really. And we just said, "Yeah, that'll do."
Okay. Well, introduce yourselves.
Sorry?
Introduce yourselves.
But yeah.
We'll start with you, Scott.
Let's start with Scott.
Oh, yeah. I'm Scott Wardell. I'm singer and guitarist in This House We Built.
I'm Wayne White, and I'm the bass player, dancer, sexy devil.
Mankini model.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm Andy Jackson, guitars and vocals.
Brilliant. Okay, so where are you guys based anyway?
We're Scarborough-ish, aren't we?
Scarborough-ish, just outside.
Yeah, you're from Pickering, and where we are now, we're just sort of around the area of Scarborough, really.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, how long have you guys been together?
First lockdown.
First lockdown.
Yeah, the first lockdown. It was one of them. Scott got in touch with Andy and myself to just come up with a few tunes on the old Thinterweb, and it went from there, really. Because we were all in other bands, doing all our own things, and then we just come together, and this seems to work. It's just something with this.
Yeah, so sort of always wanted to get in a band with these guys. These guys we've all been in different gigging bands, cover bands, and one thing and another.
Yeah, we've known each other for a long time, haven't we?
And I suppose lockdown, it was a case of, well, we were doing a gig. It was sort of late December 2019, and these guys were in another band, the Hummingbirds, playing down the road. And I was in a band playing 200 yards up the road at another pub, and we both said, "This is stupid. Why don't you guys go on earlier? I'll go on a bit later, and then I can come have a few beers at your gig and vice versa." And then after that gig, we sat down and we said, "Wouldn't it be cool to kind of get together and bang a few tunes and form some kind of band?" And then COVID hit, didn't it, a few months later, and that was it. We were sort of forced into it, really. It's good. Yeah. Well, not that it was COVID, but it was,
Okay. You've got a single at the moment, Fair Weather Friends.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about that.
Right. Yeah. Well, it was basically an idea I had about some guy messing his life up, hanging about the wrong kind of clientele, doing too much of this, that, and the other, and ending up screwing his life up. But the idea is that it's towards the end of the song, it's a bit more uplifting as the chorus kicks in. And it's almost a message saying that you can get out of that environment and, hook up with the right crowd and don't do as much moderation and all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of where that came from. Kind of a fictitious kind of song about screwing up, but being able to get out of it, And that was it really on it.
Okay, so that is like the lead song as well off the album. So tell me what the album's called, and just tell me about the album.
Yeah, it's a self-titled album basically, and it starts off with With a Friend. It's coming out on the 15th of October, and there's a real good mixed bag of songs on there, isn't there? With
variety of different genres, I think.
Yeah,
it's not just classified as one kind of style of rock. I don't think.
I did notice that.
3 different singers as well. Obviously, you'll probably hear Andy sings a couple of songs, and Oz does a song as well, Old Haunts. There's 3 singers in the band, which is fantastic for writing because everyone can put their bit in. And I know we've got a lot of other songs written and earmarked for something else, but we're hoping to kind of tour this first and then get writing again. But yeah, there's plenty more in the back.
Okay. So I assume writing and all that came across with lockdowns and the various following lockdowns and whatever. How did you gel when you got together? I mean, when you got these songs together and you just sort of like, right, we've got them, let's get in a room and practice them. How did it go?
Well, we went to yours, didn't we?
Yeah.
Went to your work in your warehouse. And
Little space.
you do.
Yeah.
And we literally just started jamming, and then various bits and bobs on it. It just came together as the songs grew. We had the ideas, and we just literally everyone said, "What about this part?" Typical sort of jamming, really. And then we just recorded a few tracks as demos, just on the computers, and just started listening back, and then added bits more, and then once we made the studio date, really, we just sort of went in from there. But the initial thing is when we, obviously, like any band, I believe, when we never played together as a band before. And when we did it, we just, sometimes you just know, you just feel that gel. And there was moments where we all just sort of stopped messing about, and the rest of it went quiet and went, that's actually quite good. So we sort of knew early on that the band would work. But again, just I suppose like everyone with the whole COVID thing, we never really actually started rehearsing the songs until we'd written them and recorded them after the studio, really. A lot of it came together in the studio as well. So yeah, that was it, really.
Okay. Well, back to the album then. As there's three of you, pick a favorite track each and tell me why. Yeah. This is going to cause some infighting.
Fly Me Up to the Moon for me.
Me, no, let me have a look.
Could be here a while.
We could be.
Grab yourself a beer or a coffee or something. Big man's shoes for me.
Walk the line.
Walk the line, yeah.
Walk the line. Yeah, I like that one. I
Why?
like playing it. It's just more it's just more of a heavy feel for me. Just it grooves a bit more for me. So it's just a kind of dirty. When I play it, it's real nice and dirty, and I like to
be dirty.
I had heard this.
That one's kind of Ty Kettle, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses. It's kind of got that nice sort of vibe, I think that's out of them all. That's
extreme,
kind of extreme. That kind of vibe. Vera Lynn, yeah. Mary Hopkins, that kind of stuff.
Why not?
I did notice that you didn't let the bass player sing.
Absolutely not. Have you heard me speak?
Well,
that's enough said of that.
Okay. What about you, Scott? What about you? Favorite track?
Favorite track? Yeah. I really enjoyed writing Dead Man's Shoes.
Yeah.
That came together quite heavy. A bit of slide guitar in there and stuff. It's about drinking, about my drinking, really. Sometimes, devil on your shoulder now and again, and
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's kind of it's a song about that, but then I don't know what to say about it. I just love the riff. I love the way it builds towards the end, that track.
Yeah,
we put a lot of vocals, a lot of guitar parts and things in there, and it's probably one of my favorites.
I mean, when you sent me the link, the SoundCloud link a couple of weeks ago, I was there listening to it, and it ended, and I thought, put that straight on repeat. I was there, I was bang straight on there again. Usually I'm off onto the next album, and I had to listen to the whole thing again. It was just absolutely mind blowing. For a first get together or a first album, it's it's really hitting the buttons for me. So well done, guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, cheers.
Touring, I suppose. I did notice on social medias yesterday, was it, that you're playing Rockmantic, I believe, in February?
Yes. Yeah, we got that a couple of days ago, actually. Our drum noticed there was a slot, and we've had some great reviews in Classic Rock. see the one Fireworks. Evelyn's done us a lovely piece in there, and what have you. Yeah, and I think it's going in Power Play tomorrow, and the guy at Power Play's given us a fantastic review. And I think there's just a little vibe bubbling away about the band, which is fantastic. So, yeah, Raz basically got back saying, well, we sent a thing over to Raz just saying we'll be well up for it at Blackpool if the slot's still available. And I sent him the album, and he got halfway through, and he said, right, the gig's yours, man. So it was like, wow. So yeah, that's kind of going to be quite a nice big one for us, is that one. So we're really looking forward to that.
That's a toe in the door for Call of the Wild as well. So
yes, and we're playing that as well. He's
You
giving
are?
us next year.
Excellent.
So that's fantastic. Yeah, so
yeah, I covered that this year, so I shall definitely be there next year. So
yeah. We'll buy you pints.
Oh, you will. Oh. Did you hear that? He's buying us pints.
Yeah. Yeah,
the wife is a heavy drinker, so.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, perhaps not. I'm going to be suffering for this later. So, what are your plans then? I mean, are you? I assume you've got a few local gigs going to be rumbling around. So, where can people see you guys?
Well, we've got the album launch, haven't we? The in Pickering. What date's that?
15th of October,
Yeah.
Pickering Memorial Hall.
Pickering Memorial. That's a local one for us. We thought we'd do it local, didn't we? Because just get, bit of support back, sort of thing, really. Then obviously there's the Blackpool gig, which is next Saturday.
Next Saturday,
Week Saturday.
Just
we allowed to mention the other
yeah,
one?
we've got Danny Vaughan's just been in touch, Ty Keto. We're supporting him in Newcastle. I think it's the 3rd of December on his tour.
Right.
Which is fantastic. Danny's been an absolute legend with us, he's opened a few doors for us, definitely. Him and Melissa, his wife. What else are we?
The Call of the Wild one.
Call of the Wild next year.
And I think we're just at the minute we're just trying to concentrate on one thing at a time, because we've got video shoots, haven't we, to do as well on the other thing. We've got a couple on the other singles. Yeah. So the diary's pretty full really until January. At the minute, it's just trying to do all the promo stuff really.
Yeah, it's not just getting out there and playing these days. It's all the social media, it's all the videos, it's all the planning and everything now. I assume you're all self-managed. And
yeah, we're doing it all ourselves, which again is kind of it's finding out stuff and just getting in touch with the right people and that, and just getting out there. But yeah, we're hoping to do. I mean, we're hoping that we can get on the festival, festival market next year or whatever, and try and do as many festivals as we can. So, yeah, anyone listening out, yeah, we'll play burger and chips or whatever. We'll
I think when people actually see us play live,
would be disappointed.
Yeah,
there'll be a few tears.
No.
Probably from me. No, I think we're going to shock a few people when we play live.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna do?
Yeah, it's just
that Mankini again, isn't it?
Yeah. Ooh. I like the Mankini look. I've always liked that look.
Nobody else does, but yeah.
Well, it's when you see a lot of bands, they just go and play, but we try and put a bit of energy behind it as well. So it's not just you're not just coming to watch four guys, just standing there. There's going to be energy and everything else with it as well. So
excellent.
Keep your eyes out for that bass plate, because you don't keep still.
I thought they're supposed to be the cool, calm ones, just not
backs around like he's got a rat down his pants.
I normally put a snake down there.
I think I'm going to move swiftly on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Firestorm in Manchester would be quite a good one for you guys to get involved with.
Yes, I was looking at that one today, actually, thinking, that would be cool. Yeah. Just trying to get in touch with the people who run that, and I think once we've got this we've got to fly me up to the moon. We're doing a video.
That's the
We're
video,
currently
yeah.
kind of doing that, and we're hoping that kind of really launches what we're doing. I think once we've got that under our belt, as well as Fairweather Friend, maybe a couple of live videos, then we'll have a little bit more ammunition to take to these places, you know. But yeah, that's where we'd love to do Stone Dead. We'd love to do. I mean, Download would be the absolute, you know, creme de la creme for me personally. I've dreamed about that for years and years when it used to be Monsters of Rock, and
Yeah,
you know, so that's kind of where we want to be, definitely. But yeah,
excellent,
one step
guys.
at a time, isn't it? Yeah.
Hot
Okay.
dog and duck.
Yeah.
What was that? Sorry.
Dog and duck.
Dog and duck, yeah.
Dog and
absolutely.
duck, yes. Yeah, okay. Guys, thank you for your time. I wish you all the best for the album launch. We built this house. Thank you very much.
All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
take it easy. Thank you.
Cheers, bud.